Bridgestone Production Car Racing is proudly brought to you by Alcohol Killer. Blue skies and sunshine, it is round 3. An awesome first race. Right now, though, it's for big bucks. The points counting double.
Double points up for grabs here, and an inverted grid as well, Steve. Check this out. Simon Moss on the front row, and I think he's going to be a very difficult man to beat down to turn 1. But you saw in the first race just how quick those BMWs are down here. Let's see what those two Alcohol Killer cars can do.
Interesting, though, that the Audis on their home circuit. Michael Stevens had a great first race, but we'll want more out of this. But Simon Moss is the dark horse.
Yo, and look at that BMW around the outside. Oh, Mossie's run wide. He's gone in too hot. That's not going to work. No, I thought that much. And onto the grass. Fortunately, he's got quattro system, so he can basically just power it back out again. And look at that massive slide on the grass as he comes right in at the back of the field and tucks in behind Michael van Rooyen there in the Chevy.
Young blood, no doubt.
Yeah, I think he just went a little bit too hot there. I think he was just trying too hard to maintain that pole position that he had. Unfortunately, it didn't work out for him. Faree's in front. Look at that. A super start from both of the BMWs. And Gennaro Bonafide, he's unfortunately not able to run up and get in between the two BMs like his teammate has been able to do.
So it's been a really great tussle. The BMWs in the mix as well. But the Audis, Gennaro Bonafides, looks like he's charging hard. Henry Kribel will have something to prove today as well.
Yeah, especially after the first race. Now let's see if we can get it all sorted out now for race 2. Here they come side by side, heading up towards the final corner. Onto the braking markers. Faree hangs on, but only just. And look at Michael Stephen, also not getting too far away. He's onto the rear bumper as quickly as possible and doesn't want to lose ground to those first 4 cars.
I love these onboard shots right now. On board with Gennaro Bonafide, and he's got something to prove today, the youngster. He loves finishing 3rd.
Well, look at how he goes defensive to keep Michael Stephen out, though. You saw Michael Stephen just in the rearview mirror. Oh, BMWs 1 and 2 into turn 1. The Alcohol Killers are at the front, and here we go. Oh, what a start. It's Cronje. Oh, and Simon Moss started to come back through the field, making his way through Class T, nearly running wide again, being forced wide, and in fact, clipping mirrors with one of the minis.
He won't be too happy about that, I'll tell you what. Get out of my way, he says. I need to actually catch this front bunch really quickly. Stephen is in the mix right now, chasing down the BMWs. Awesome stuff, and Cronje will want to do better than the first race.
Check this out as they come up towards the hairpin now. Hard on the brakes, Scribante closes on both the BMs, but it's defensive driving from them. It's amazing how well they've gone down here, and super to see some nice livery on the side of the cars as opposed to the plain white ones we saw at round 1 and round 2.
Well, it's about time, that's all I can say.
Yeah, it's brilliant stuff to have them on board, and great to have a new sponsor involved. But here they come up towards the last corner again, and the most dangerous person out there right now is not only Michael Stephen, because just in the background I picked up on those 2 little red wing mirrors, and Simon Moss is not too far off the back of the Stas.
He's got a lot to make up right now, and he'll just have to keep a clean head. He won't let that red mist get too much of a hold on him right now. He needs composure to get back into this mix.
Look at how these two BMs are pulling away, especially the one in the front end. And then, oh, what a move. Sure. I thought Michael Stephen was going to try around the outside there, but Bonafide saw him coming and just didn't let him through. Hasn't given him any room to play with. So it's kind of a 4-way battle here. We've got the 2 BMs, the 2 Sassel Audis, and slowly but surely the 2 engine Audis are making their way onto the back end and looking very dangerous.
4 of 17 down, and a long way to go in this race. And we've heard about the tire wear, the abrasiveness of the track, and they'll have to just watch those tires because it's going to be critical come the last 2 laps.
That's Groenewald. Groenewald slowing. Bonafide goes flying past his teammate. Henry Groenewald is going to park it on the sideline there. That is the end of the race day for him. And oh, what a pity. And all of a sudden, his teammate is under threat again. 2 Audis side by side through turn 1. Usually ends up in tears are Simon Moss. But fortunately, Michael Stephen, a little bit, I think, more valor there, and just tapped out of it to fight another day.
You know, it's interesting to see as well, because looks like I saw something fall off that car. Something bounced off the racetrack. I don't know whether that's terminal. Well, obviously it is, because he's come to a stop.
Yeah, it's a big, big pity there for Groenewald, and not a great weekend for him. But his teammate is now in with a chance of catching these 2. I don't know if he's going to be able to match the pace of the BMWs. Let's go a little bit further back here and pick up on Class T. Wow, an absolutely epic battle here. Ryan Road keeping out Nathan and Thompson. Thompson all over the back of Graham Nathan, and that is the battle for what is 3rd place on the road. It's Gary Formato who's disappeared at the front. There you can see him, and just in the background, Michael van Rooyen, slowly but surely making his way up in the Williams Hunt Chevy.
They've had an outstanding day. We've seen a strong practice session from them. Qualifying was absolutely fantastic for the Fords as well, and they are about to stamp their authority on this racetrack.
Well, Thompson goes on the inside of the sweep and tries to find a way through, cutting the apex late now, drifting right to the outside of the circuit. And look at that. Graham Nathan with a slightly better line and gets better drive. But right now, look at this. Could be a change up for the lead. Yes, Faris on the inside. Heading in and sneaking through on his teammate. Gavin Cronier had to open up the door there. I think the only team orders are not to crash into each other there in ADF Motorsport. But certainly the two of them are matching each other almost inch for inch on the track. And slowly but surely the two Audis, in fact, make that the three Audis. Let's just have a look. In the shot, you're going to see, there it is, Simon Moss in the background.
Yeah, he's coming and charging fast. He really is. Those team orders you were talking about from ADF, sometimes they just don't listen.
Yeah, I don't think they do, but it's all good. They're having a great time of it, that's for sure. Right, so we've still got 10 laps to go as we head in out of the S's one more time and through Hanger in an Audi at this kind of pace. It's absolutely to the floorboards, and hoping that all the Bridgestone rubber hasn't gone too far away from that abrasive surface and are keeping the cars on track. Here comes Bonafide though, going defensive is Gavin Cronier. Oh, just keeps him out.
Yeah, Bonafide is under pressure right now as well, but he's also looking for a way past that BMW, and Cronier will have a lot of pressure on board with Simon Moss, and now we get clarity of how close he is. Oh, he touches!
Little touch there between Bonafide and Moss. I think there was a bit of rubbings racing. It wasn't intended. It was due to the fact that Michael Stephen had just forced his way through, and Simon Moss has done the same thing. Or has he? Oh, they come together again. Oh, Bonafide's keeping him out. He's not having any of it. He says, youngster, you're going to have to find a way past me. It's not going to be that easy.
He's going to, and it looks like it's going to be all gung-ho at the moment. He's not finished. He's pointing fingers. Not happy about that. I'll tell you what, rubbing is racing.
I'll tell you something. I think he was just saying, come on, Gennaro, let's go. Let's go and get these guys at the front end. Has he driven around the outside of him? He has. Can you believe it? Gennaro on the inside. Look at the rearview mirror there. The right-hand rearview mirror. You can just see Gennaro's car, but he's managed to force his way through, and it's now Engine Extreme Audis that are sitting 3 and 4 on the road. What a recovery.
Well, I'm scratching my head right now, Greg, because I'm just seeing, like, how can there be such a disparity in speed? Moss is charging, supercharging.
Yeah, he's certainly going like a rocket ship. There's no doubt about that. There is Faris at the front end. Oh, here comes Michael Stephen. He blocks to the inside. I think Gavin Cronier was very wise to that. He saw him coming and dived to block that line. But watch this. This is where the Audi has... Oh, he's going to do almost deja vu. He's going to go around the outside of the BM now. Can he do it? No, the BM's just got a little bit more, but he keeps it on the inside and gets through. Can you believe that? Oh, this is going to end up in tears for somebody. That is for sure. Oh, and look at that. Cronier's off. Cronier is on the dirt. Look out, guys, coming into the final turn. Big crash.
Oh, my word.
Kind of expected that. As soon as Cronier was on the outside, there was no way he was going to get back on the track without tagging somebody. And unfortunately, it was Simon Moss. He just keeps it buried. Look at that. Lights it up, puts it into first gear, and he's out of there. He wasn't worried about a thing. I think he only lost position to Gavin Cronier. He hasn't even worried about anybody else. But he's now right off the back of that battle for 1, 2, and 3.
So have a look at the replay right now. How miffed is Cronier going to be? He gets a touch and it lands him fully onto the grass, and he tries to save it.
Yeah, it certainly helped him back onto the grass fully, but he was already almost off. So I don't know what exactly would happen there as they come back together again here in Dunlop. Unfortunately, it was Simon Moss who took the brunt of the Alcohol Killer's front nose cone there, and you can see just completely wrecked the front end of that BMW. This is the onboard shot here from Simon Moss. There you can see just in his right rearview mirror, there's the little touch. It forces Cronier onto the outside. Now Simon Moss goes onto the brakes. You can see Michael Stephen braking hard as well. And then all of a sudden a big bang, and that's it. The two of them on the grass. Watch for a little bit of opportunistic driving there from Bonafide. He just slides through as the two of them come together. And then, of course, Simon Moss just throws it into reverse, gets back on the track as quickly as possible, and there is not a happy camper right there.
Woo, I'll tell you what, they're smoking right now. He is really, really miffed. So we're back to the action right now in the middle of Class T, and Formato is still streaming ahead, and looks like they possibly could do the double here.
Yeah, Thompson has got through on Nathan, though, so I think there might have been a little touch there as well. There's a bit of a battle scar there on the back of the GTI, and, of course, Volkswagen Financial Services have come on board with that car, so he's going to be a bit concerned about getting as high up as possible and maintaining his lead in this championship. But with Thompson getting on through him, he's going to close it down. Ryan Road, what a ride from this youngster. He is really flying. Unfortunately, the Chevy Cruze, I think he's just being a little bit cautious there. Remember, he had problems with the tyres in Cape Town, so maybe he just wants to score points here and not have to worry about getting another DNF.
And yet again, another fantastic turnout from Port Elizabeth here at Aldo Scribante. Round 3 of Bridgestone production car racing, and we're not over yet.
No, not for a long shot, that's for sure. Coming through Bridgestone sweep now. It's Graham Nathan trying to close down on Lee Thompson, and he's certainly doing a very valiant job to do it. Unfortunately, it looks like the Mini's just got a little bit of an edge there. And as I said, in the background, Michael van Rooyen losing a little bit of ground. Sean Dermody, man who got second in race 2, unfortunately just been caught out by overboost there. He's also probably just taking it easy, not wanting to overboost again. And in fact, don't know if you guys mentioned it, it was actually the bumper on the back end that was actually catching the exhaust, causing the car to overboost. What a move there, though, from Nathan.
Wow.
He sneaks through, very unsurprised there as they come through Hanger. You've got to have some big anatomy on you to do that maneuver, and he certainly got it sorted.
Wow, that is impressive, and we have seen some incredible driving from Graham Nathan down at the coast, and he has saved so many things, and he is the master of keeping that car on track. Look at this, the Chevy Cruze having a look on the inside. He's all over that John Cooper Works Mini right now, and will look for a gap.
Certainly looking for a gap, and in fact, the way that Nathan went through there on Lee Thompson, looks like he might have just missed a gear or something. It wasn't quite the same pace as the Mini had through there previously, and let's just keep an eye on that, because by the way that the Michael van Rooyen has caught up, and in fact going past him, there's certainly a problem on the Mini. He has slowed up dramatically there, and Michael van Rooyen has gone past him like he was looking for parking on the edge of Dunlop. But here they come across the line, and we've now got a new man in third and a new man in fourth.
And conservative points or conservative driving, Michael van Rooyen will not care as long as he stacks them up.
Yeah, exactly. That's what he wants. He wants to try and remain in second place in the championship. Remember, they came down here with Gary Formato right out of it, and now with the possibility of 2 wins, and of course he stole the pole position, there's a good chance he might sneak back up into the hunt for the front end of Class T.
All right, I want to get us back to Class A right now, because that action was coming thick and fast. There was a lot of turmoil out there, but right now a really good battle. But this is Class A, and it's the final lap, and the BMWs are going to give the engine Audi Extreme a bloody nose on their home track.
Yeah, certainly a good way to start things out for Alcohol Killer coming on board, and Johan Free will be happy with that, as will ADF Motorsport. Not too worried about the fact that his teammates on the sideline. I'm sure they'll have to have that sorted out, but Michael Stephen has done it all right, though. If you can't finish, you've got to finish second and keep those points, and those valuable points, because they double here in the feature race. And Michael Stephen will be certainly well impressed at how he's gone here. And at the front end of Class T, Formatos rolled out of it ever so slightly. You can see him just preserving the car, preserving the tyres, trying to get it to the checkered flag. Ryan Roda is not too far on the back of him, and certainly that is his best finish of the season so far for the youngster. The rookie has got onto the podium and is now probably becoming a threat to not only Gary Formato, but to Nathan and Van Rooyen as well.
Out of Dunlop Corner, the final turn for Gary Formato and Team Ford, and it's been an outstanding drive from the Mercurial Ford driver. And interesting, though, the disparity between 1 and 2 and the rest of the field in Class T is immense. Let's get results of Class A. Johan Fries spoiled Michael Stevens' party. First, Michael Stevens second, Gennaro Bonifitti third.
Sure, couldn't get it right in your own town, but you certainly came to another coastal city and showed them exactly what it's all about.
Really didn't expect it, and 2 laps into the race I actually thought we had got a chance. My teammate and myself seemed to pull away a little bit, and I know Michael was behind in the back of the grid, so it's going to be difficult for him. So I knew my opportunity was now, and then 3 or 4 laps behind Gavin, I knew I had to take him now to make sure he can get away. And then luckily it worked out, push hard, and then all of a sudden I saw the black Audi coming. And I must say I just put my head down and go, but I could see he's coming closer. Just once every lap I just look up on the exit of the pit corner just to see where he is more or less, but just try to focus, and I really had to work hard for it.
Let's look at the championship points right now. Michael Stephen extends his lead, but the big news, Johan Fries jumps Gennaro Bonifitti to 68. So an outstanding drive by Gary Formato, and he pulls the elusive double on Volkswagen's home track. Let's get confirmation. Gary Formato first, Ryan Rood, his best result so far, in second, and Graham Nathan in third.
At the beginning of today, I don't think you expected to be on the podium, especially in second place.
Yeah, no, it's a great result. Our first race didn't go away. But that's motor racing. So basically the whole preparation to this week was just for the feature race, and it paid off.
Outstanding racing. Let's get confirmation of Class T, those points, and 4 different manufacturers in the top 4. Graham Nathan still leading out, Michael van Rooyen second, Ryan Cooper third. Production Car Racing is proudly brought to you by Alcohol Killer.